So, today is the day of the thingy. It's time for the big thingy. So, we're about to begin today's adventures in the world of Train Simulator 2017. We'll be spending some time in Britain today. Because Britain is a cool place. There we go. So here we are in a station which doesn't have a name. These things here are very blurry. People walking through the building. And here comes our train for the day. Next station. So, very long tunnel, I noticed. I think this is supposed to be like a subway line or something. Hmm. Alright. I can finally talk about stuff. So, hello everybody, this is Fronito Bobbin here, welcome to another Sausage live stream. Yep, this is Fronito Bobbin here, and welcome to another live stream thing, although you already know this is a live stream. I can finally talk because Daddy, the reason why I wasn't talking earlier was because Daddy was in the area doing his business. Now he's upstairs and I can finally talk about stuff. So, hello everybody. Today is the Lines of Glasgow special. Yeah, this is on the West Coast Mainline North route. And West Coast Mainline North route has quite the network in the city of Glasgow. I'll show you in a minute once we come up to the station. And for shoutouts, we have Union Pacific ES44AC. Mr. TSE Secret Annie was here earlier. And, yeah. Union Pacific says Britain needs to put K5LAs, K5HLs, and basically American horns into their trains. Well, see, the country of Britain likes their trains to have, like, two-tone horns. And, most of them kind of sound like this. And that's a horn that is friendly to the UK. So I guess that's so. Here's the first station stop for the day here at Rutherglen or something. Also, you wanna know what I literally just did a few minutes ago? I went into the settings of OBS and I turned down the video bitrate because it was especially laggy. It was horrible. So I went to the settings and took a look, and I turned down the video bitrate, and now I wish I had done this earlier, way earlier, and now the live stream is actually running as smoothly as the game. Like there is a bit of lag, but the lag that you are seeing is video game lag, but stream frame rate is actually up to the game. Stop.
Welcome on board this service. Please take care of your personal belongings and remember to take them with you when leaving the train.
I just heard an announcement. Yeah. Alright, I'm back. Another long pause that occurred. Long pause indeed, but now I am back. And apparently announcements are actually programmed into this route. So if you stop at one of these stations, you will get announcements saying, "Please take your things with you and don't and try not to bang into each other. We can anything." Everyone's died. I think E Pacific might still be here, but yeah. Now I'm looking at the live stream. Frame rate on the live stream is actually amazing now. I guess that's everyone's reward for reaching 900 subscribers, yeah. Now I should say that this isn't the 900 subscriber special, this is just something that's been in the backlog for a while now, and I figured I would take advantage of this to do a live stream on Friday and make a train simulator related to get this over with. But don't you worry, the 900 subscriber special live stream is still on, and will be happening tomorrow. I need to get myself a quick drink, so I should be back. Nice, clean, fresh and drinking water. So so now that I've lowered down the bit rate, I guess that's all I have to do. Now the frame rate, now the live stream frame rate is actually up to par with the game. So now if the only lag that you see is lag coming from the game, like as you can tell, this game is now not up to par. So, but that's the game itself. So Dumb Trunks just arrived. Hello there. So yeah. So I'm glad that I finally figured out how to level the live stream frame rate with the video game frame rate. It wasn't too much of a big problem at first, but I guess after a while, OBS didn't like recording streaming trains at a steady frame rate. And now I'm back. Okay. So, yeah, so again, the lag that you're seeing right now is video game lag. That I can't really fix too much, because this video game needs a lot to run it. I mean, well, it's mainly this specific route, and because I have needed to turn up the graphic settings down up to medium, so we can not have stuff disappear on us in this route. So, yeah, so any lag that you see now is video game lag. There might be a bit more stream lag, but it's nowhere near as bad as it was, which is a good thing. Shut up. That was the AWS going off for some odd reason. And the next thing to stop is Wifflet. But yeah, I'm so glad that I finally managed to fix the stream frame rate. I guess, yeah, because on OBS it was saying encoding overloaded. Please consider turning down bitrate or something, and so I did. Now the stream actually runs pretty smoothly. Like, yeah, so I'll still be using Bandicam to record videos really back to train submitters, such as Bill and Ted or things like that. But at least now OBS is somewhat more reliable for doing live streams. Again, any lag that you see now is video game lag, which is something that I can't really take care of too much, considering that my computer is not a professional gaming computer. My computer is just a regular computer for doing casual things. I do hope to get a proper gaming computer at some time in the future, considering that I really deserve it, and I really, to be honest, really need it, because I mean, playing Train Simulator at a low frame rate isn't such a bad thing, but at the same time, you know, I have had to lower the graphic settings, and I mean, people still watch my live streams nonetheless, but you know, Train Simulator could look a lot better if I could get a new computer so I could turn up the graphic settings to ultra. So, I think I should clarify what we're doing today. We're driving a Class 166 in Network Southeast livery, and today we're driving the Network in Glasgow, and we're about to go down to 20 miles per hour. Yeah, I think we're just gonna ignore that because the live stream, the line is straight, and I think we can go fast without killing everybody. Take a look at the map, and this is specifically what I want to cover today. So we're gonna go there, 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 then we're going yeah. So overall, it's a 60-mile journey. I think back then was just trees and other things. Yeah, trees for the most part. So our final destination, which is Glasgow Central, is 57 miles away and counting down. The Pacific is back. I caught a Norfolk and Southern thingy on camera. I know I'm speeding, but like, whose idea was it to set the speed limit to 20 miles per hour? Like, I don't know. Maybe in real life this track is really, really old and stuff, and they didn't acknowledge this for the Train Simulator version. I mean, this route was made back in 2011, so it's kind of understandable. And bank coaches. Yeah, so all this lagginess that you're seeing now is video game lag, not OBS. The game is really dying. I said OBS. The OBS isn't saying a thing now. It's all the game. It's all Train Sim. It's all the fact that I need a new computer. Yeah. My buddy Domtron, he's going to be getting a new gaming computer for Christmas, so maybe you can maybe we can expect some live streams from him. But for me, okay, so still so many miles to Whifflet. Also, I noticed Union Pacific was made a few comments about how the horns of British trains sound a bit weird, and well, I guess that horn doesn't really sound too normal, but I guess every country has their specific taste of horns. Like the UK people like the sound of a tutu horn like this. Americans have like their sounds of K5LAs and American horns, style horns and things, and so there's that, and other countries like their style of horns as well. So I have 4 viewers watching. It's being slowed down. I'm speeding, but I really don't care. Where's that? Let's take a look at the map. This area. That we can't check out this place today because let's stick it down there. Maybe another time though. Yeah, maybe another time. What we missed? Let's see. junction, 3 trees, things, 3 saucers, train, thing. No. Also, also, if you're wondering where all the, whoops, they need to go emergency. Because 84 to direct. Okay, so down for 15 now. Because we're taking a really sharp corner, and we are. Really sharp corner. Yay. Yeah, good thing this isn't a career scenario. Honestly, who plays career scenarios these days? Well, obviously, yeah, kids like to play career scenarios, but... Yeah, I remember Mr. Maverick Hunter Daniel once mentioned, I don't think there's anyone over the age of 15 that plays career scenarios. Yep, I'm officially 16 years old. So, no more career scenarios for me. But it's only a simulator, so... I don't know. I have like a much better idea for career scenarios. 15-mile-an-hour bend, what fun. Apparently we have electrified lines now. Where does this go to? Is there anything in particular? It is up there, but maybe we'll have to check this line out another day. I wonder if this line is like used in scenarios or something. I don't know. Then again, this is the first ever time I've been on this particular part of this route. And yeah, kind of glad that I didn't wait till for Saturday to do this. Considering it's not really too special, at least. Hey, look at that! The frame rate on the live stream is actually amazing now. It's right up to par. It's right up to par with the game itself now. So, yeah. I guess that's your treat for reaching 900 subscribers. Yeah. Yep. Since I reached 900 subscribers, you guys get a special treat, and that is not non-laggy live streams, or at least live streams that are up to par with the game. So if Train Simulator lags, then you'll has this platform failed to load, or is this something yeah, if we look over here, part of the platform is missing. There's even like a little telephone box thing. Actually, it looks a lot like the one on thingy. Yeah. Hey, look, there's that famous sign. Fly anywhere in Europe. Guaranteed lowest fares online. Homework, massive 20% off in all store. Kitchen, bathrooms, homewares, garden, tools, and other things. Yeah. Right on to Holy Town. What a name. Oh, we don't get the announcement this time. Oh, that's sad. I wonder if there's like an add-on for this route, for a train and things. I don't know. Yeah. I wonder if I don't know, you get the point. I wonder, is there any trains that come with scenarios for this route? Because this route is overlooked now. Maybe not overlooked, but it's also just for, I don't know. Yeah. Actually, you want to know something? Okay. This route really is old. But, you want to know something that I just wondered? So, the Isle of Wight, on Train Simulator is about 10 years old. And yet, there's like on occasion there are still add-ons coming out which are for the Isle of Wight route. Like I think recently they released the Terrier, which is a train that has scenarios for the Isle of Wight route. I think I know why. Because the Isle of Wight route doesn't utilize the Kuju assets. Like if you buy Isle of Wight, then it won't give you the Kuju assets for free because the Isle of Wight doesn't utilize the Kuju assets. However, routes like this, the West Coast Main Line North, this route does utilize Kuju assets, and I think pretty much any route that utilizes the Kuju assets that is on Steam, like I don't know. Okay, so if there is a route for Train Simulator that is still on Steam but utilizes the Kuju assets, then they won't be releasing add-ons for that specific route. But since the Isle of Wight route doesn't utilize the Kuju assets, they still release some DLCs for that on occasion. And I think the reason behind all this is that Dovetail, they don't want to promote routes that utilize the old Kuju assets. Like, you know, any route that utilizes the Kuju assets, they don't want to promote these routes, and which is understandable because apparently, if you bought a train that is from the Kuju things, then Train Simulator has to load a bunch of things. You know, loading a bunch of stuff that really didn't need to be loaded in the first place. So that's why. So if your favorite route is a route that doesn't utilize the Kuju assets and it's fairly new, or if it's the Isle of Wight, then they'll probably still release some add-ons for that route on occasion. However, if your favorite route is one that does utilize the Kuju route, such as the Northeast Corridor, New York to Philadelphia, and obviously the West Coast Main Line North, then you have to rely on workshop scenarios or something. Other things. Now the game is lagging. Yeah, any lag that you see now is coming from the game. If it's something else, then I don't know. But yeah, I guess your little treat for getting me to 900 subscribers is live streams that are not so laggy. Like OBS is now actually up to par with Train Simulator, which is good. And I wish I would have done this at the very start. I don't know. Like, it was especially laggy during the Halloween special. Like, when I did the Halloween special, it was especially laggy. And the old Root special, it was not so laggy, but it was still a bit laggy here. But now that I've finally been able to also optimize the things, the live streams have now been starting today. The live streams will be less laggy. Yeah, but if you want me to redo the Kind of Monster Disco, you'll have to wait till next year, I'm afraid. But don't you worry, I've got plenty of stuff still in the backlog. So yeah, so Train Simulator on this channel won't be slowing down anytime soon. Okay, so we're going this way. Okay, where are we now? Okay, so we've come down this way. Now we're going that way. Okay. Wait, let's get into the air. This is interesting. Interesting indeed. At this point, we're not even joined up with the West Coast Main Line anymore. Yeah, because I think, yeah, the West Coast Main Line is there, and we are there. Yeah. You can tell why I decided to dedicate a live stream live stream be checking out most of the lines in Glasgow, and even if I do miss a few lines, I've pretty much gotten the majority of them. So when I do return to the West Coast Main Line North once again, then I shall be doing the section, finishing off the section on the West Coast Main Line North from Carstairs to Carlisle. Well, that's a thing. That's a thing. Yeah, that's a thing. Yeah. I might make that one the first one of December. No, maybe not December. Maybe I'm not sure. Because I have so many things planned in the meantime. Like, tomorrow I get to, well, obviously tomorrow I'll be finishing off the scenario for the 900 subscriber special, along with finishing up a couple of reskins that will be special for the 900 subscriber special. So there's that. And also, and once I get that, obviously I'll need to also do some Bill and Ted related stuff. And it's good. Do other things that relate to that. And I forgot what I was saying. Okay, we're coming up on Holy Town platform 2. So now, why did I get stopped? Is there something that's happening after Holy Town? Or we're just stopping there because okay. Yeah. I made this scenario so I know what happens. You know. In fact, I make all of these scenarios for these things. These specials. Yeah. The game is lagging, of course. So again, any lag that you see now is video game lag. Just want to throw that out there. I'm gonna say that a lot until I can pretty much get over it. Also, the ground things are a bit whack. Floating track. Yeah. It was a common problem with these older era routes. In fact, floating track was a problem on the northeast corridor until that was updated and things. Yeah. Okay, so again, quick analogy. The northeast corridor, New York to Philadelphia. Originally, it had the same floating track problem, but when it was pulled from the Train Simulator store in late 2015, it was never seen again. And then when it came back to the Steam store in November of 2016, a year later, I guess they got rid of most of the floating track. There might have been a few instances of floating track here and there, but I'm not entirely sure. I haven't taken too close of a look. Bank coaches. Bank coaches. Bang, coaches. Bang. Wow, she vibes. That's a thing. Go via Carluke, platform 2. Wait, this has the same message.
Welcome on board this service. Please take care of your personal belongings and remember to take them with you when leaving the train.
That is so cool! That is really cool. Apparently that little announcement thing seems to be exclusive with these types of stations. SPT Rail, this is Holy Town. That is so cool! They need to add that to their modern routes now, and yeah, that's platform with 2D bushes. Are you kidding me? But that is cool, how it does announcements and things. I mean, yeah, they used that on the West Coast Main Line Trent Valley, but I should have known that it had been done earlier. Okay, Carl Luke is next. Let's take a look where that is. No, I want to take a look at the TV map. So, we're just going by Carl Luke, and then we're going down to that station. Kind of spoiled it for you guys, but oh well. What are we missing back here? Let's see. Overhead thing, interesting, and platforms. Yeah, it's like they have all these lines in Glasgow, and yet they don't really promote them that well. Yeah. Like, yeah, this route is old and out of date, but they should at least release a train. Or... okay, that just comes to a dead end. But yeah. I mean, there probably is a train for this route that does utilize these lines. And there are probably some workshops in there that also utilize these lines. But I don't know. Who knows? Maybe there's something that I don't know. But even so, I wonder how. I don't know. I wish they could bring the West Coast Main Line North back into the spotlight. Cause yeah, the West Coast Main Line North is old and has some bad-looking textures, and it does utilize the Kuju assets. But even so, I wish Dovetail would just give this route some more love. You know, this route needs more love, because this is a pretty good route, I gotta say. I mean, yeah, some of the textures on this route are a bit whack, but then again, this route came out in 2011, so you have to give it you have to give it the benefit of the doubt. Like, I wonder what Maverick Hunter Daniel actually thinks of this route, because Maverick Hunter Daniel, he's never talked about this route in his news show, so, or at least to my knowledge, but I'd like to know his thoughts on this route. Because sure, yeah, some stuff looks dated, but again, this route came out a long time ago, so that's one defense. If this route was released in the modern day, it would obviously look a lot better, but at this point, the sweet spot for Dovetail Games is now just 40 miles, or 50 miles. Yeah, it seems that in the modern day for the guys at TrainSim Dovetail Games, the sweet spot for route length is usually only so long. It's like, yeah, this route has its problems, like as you see that fence is loading weirdly. Yeah. But again, this route, it needs more love. Like, I wouldn't be surprised to know if they did update this route, and plus this route is now available for only $12.99, which is a good price. And I managed to get this on a sale for $6.50, which, ooh, that was a big bargain. I wouldn't be surprised to know that when this route was brand new, it was released, it was sold for $40, and then they brought it down to $20. But yeah, now Dovetail are being somewhat more reasonable about their prices, such as obviously they're dipping the price of their older add-ons, and labeling some of the older ones as Train Simulator Classics. You know, it's kind of depressing because Dovetail Games on their Train Simulator, most of their newer routes are, well, they look good, at least most of them look good, except they're short and linear. They come with the same trains that we've already had. I don't know. Oh dear trees. But it seems that Just Trains and other people that have this, I guess, fetish for routes that are Where are we on the map now? Okay, still traveling along there. Still haven't joined it up with the West Coast Main Line. Ooh, what is this? Oops. It's... Oh, yeah, that's... It's a football field thing. Is it a football field? No. It's golf. Or some... Goal. I don't know. If somebody knows what this is, please tell me. Maybe it's something just related to Britain. I don't know. Train. And turn on the game volume just a bit on my end. For you, it's not so loud. I would hope. Yeah. At least I finally figured out how to optimize every the things and yeah, bridges disappearing. Yeah, I can understand. Like, actually, I think that actually, I think this route, that's a thing. This route actually got the same treatment as the Northeast Corridor or something, where... was this route updated? I'm not sure. I'll have to look up the version history on this route to see its story. Like, I know the story... I know the story of the Northeast Corridor. But, obviously I'm not so sure about this route, but then again, I don't follow this route, but obviously it's not really surprising that okay, train goes to the platform. Yeah, now I could really see why the route was full of guys. Really now we're mostly electric things. Yeah. Oh, I was actually going to use a train from the South London network to specifically the class 375 for the train of this route, but there was a section of route that I wanted to check out that was unelectrified, and so I had to take the 166. I know some people don't like the 166, and I don't blame them. I mean, this train is one of, in fact, this 166 in particular goes all the way back to the original version of Train Simulator, and so you know it's got all that stuff, all the original thing. And this train is where it all started. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Also, anyone remember the class 151? Yeah, the class 150 variant 1, the one that they released for train, that one that Dovetail made for Train Simulator. I think was about a year ago. Yeah, the one that Dovetail made, the Class 150 Variant 1. They released that train in late 2016, and yet the majority of the sounds seem to have been derived from the Class 166, and most of the sounds were rubbish, and now the game is lagging. I'm gonna save progress just in case it crashes. What else was I saying? Dang it, I was saying something else, but I forgot what it was. Darn it. Yeah, apparently the majority of the sounds for that train were reused off the 166, and you don't reuse sounds from trains from 2007. But I guess Dovetail was so worried about getting their train out earlier that they just okay, why is there a red signal up ahead? And wait, what's the button to approve? Okay, it doesn't turn up. Yeah, that bridge failed to load. Yeah, I can see why it's happening again. What's going on? Why are we suddenly slowing down? It's because we're joining up with the West Coast Main Line. One thing I should also note to you is that when I made this scenario, I didn't actually include any AI trains at all. Like, well, okay, there was the 375 at the beginning of the scenario that you saw there. But other than that, and the HST that you heard earlier, but other than that, I decided not to put any AI trains into this scenario because, well, we were going to be going all over the place. Like, we were traveling a network thing. And because of that, for that reason, I didn't put any AI trains because I thought that it would cause major problems, redundant signs for no reason, waiting around for trains, sausage bomb stuff, and I just couldn't have that. So I decided to not put any AI trains into this scenario, other than the one at the beginning, which wasn't going to get into the way. I don't know why there are so many. Why is there now a yellow signal? Are we going to get a red soon? Hope not. Also, there's that. I just realized. Yeah, yeah, that's a thing. Yep. Okay, let's just get on 30% throttle, because apparently now we're switching over and doing other things. Yeah, speed limit's changed now. So everyone's died as usual. Also, you're probably wondering, where's the talk show and other things regards to things. Well, I think now it's a good time to explain what happened today. What in the world of sausages have I been doing? Okay, here's the story. So, early this morning I woke up and I was gonna wash my hands, ready to have breakfast, and I realized that the water source was cut out. Yeah, there was no water for the faucet, no water for the toilet, and no water for the shower, for the sink, or anything. The sink, or anything, yeah, so I stayed on for the Wi-Fi was still working, so at least that was a factor, but couldn't have a shower, I couldn't wash my hands, and it didn't help that there was literally zero liquid sources, if I wanted to wash my hands, like, okay, I absolutely had to wash my hands for the morning to have my breakfast. I had to resort to using some of the soda that was left over in a can in Mommy's fridge. Even so, it wasn't that much soda, so I had to be careful with how much I used. Not to use it all up, because once I use it all up, then I would be in a deep situation. There's a bad thing with other people. I guess they're causing confusion and delay. So where are we now? Okay, so we're almost about to go by a car loop. Okay. Yay. Also, what else was I saying? So yeah, so that happened, and then we went to the mall for a long while, so we could do some things there. Like, we went to the Apple store to check with the guy and asked him how to solve certain problems with occurring and stuff. And what else? Yeah, so there was that factor. And what else? Now the AWS is clear again. So there was that factor to deal with. So, I went to the mall, I had lunch, and Mommy did her clothes shopping for the time. And then I came over here to Daddy's house a bit early, and you know, I was actually going to upload a NASCAR Heat 2 video today, and yeah, here's an interesting fact. Today on Friday, there was no school today. I think it was because it was Veterans Day or something. So I was originally going to do a live stream on Thursday night, so then I could have a day off on Friday. Obviously, not knowing that they were going to cut out the water source for the day, and possibly for the weekend. So what happened next is that, so then, yeah, so I came here early and decided, you know what, and I was gonna do a live stream on Thursday, but I completely forgot about the live stream on Thursday, and it never happened. So, and plus I didn't feel motivated in uploading any videos on Thursday night either, mainly because I was actually messing around with Domtron, and after a while I just got bored. You know, it demotivated me to make videos, but at least I did have fun with Mr. Domtron, and when we were done, it was too late to record any videos. And I would have recorded videos today, actually, if the silly water problem hadn't occurred. Yeah, like if the water problem hadn't occurred, then I could have done things today, but you know, that happened, and it basically just pulled out all my motivation for making videos. So I decided, you know what, I'm not gonna do any videos today. So, and plus obviously I didn't feel like any uploading videos yesterday. But now I'm here today, doing a live stream to make up for what I didn't do yesterday and today. Yeah. Alright, so there's thingy, 8 miles to Lanark. So how many miles to Glasgow? Oops. Still a good 40. Okay. If I miss anything crucial to things. And now you're suffering game lag with me. Yeah, at least OBS is lagging so bad now, which is a good thing. I'm so glad that I have finally gotten rid of the lag issues for live streams, so you can finally say goodbye to lag issues and say hello to experiencing lag with me, I guess. Like, the Halloween special, though, was the worst example for lag on my live streams. And even so, the frame rate during the Halloween special for me wasn't that bad, but the frame rate for the live stream itself was horrible. So I'm so glad that I finally acknowledged the fact that like, I originally was going to wait until a later date to fix the optimization and things, but you know, after seeing how bad the lag was on the Halloween special and seeing how bad the lag was at the beginning of this live stream, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go into settings real quick and change the setting, and thankfully all I had to type in a new number, and I just apply, and oh my goodness, it has really improved. Like, a lot. Like, now the lag for the live stream is up to par with the game. Like, any lag that you see now is lag coming from the game. That is amazing. Man, seriously amazing. What's the highest quality setting? Flash, 720p. Okay. 720p is all I really need anyways. Like, I know some people like to render their videos in 1080p, but, I mean, you know, I'm a person who makes sausagey videos, and, you know, 720p is really fine for me. Like maybe once the new generation begins of sausagey, then I might upgrade to 1080p, but 720p is honestly fine for now. Like, the video's not that blurry, like, you can actually see stuff. You know? So there's that. Also, I'm getting a bit bored now. We still have so many miles to go to Glasgow Central. In fact, if I check again, 40 miles to go. So not too many miles, thankfully. Like, once we get to Lanark, we will have completed half of the journey. We are running on schedule. For some reason, the train doesn't want to go too fast. I don't know why, though. Let's do a flyby. We have another this whole live stream. There's your flyby for the day. And also, that reminds me, another reason why I'm glad that I have now fixed the optimization issues is because whenever I would do a flyby for Train Simulator, for these live streams, you couldn't get the full experience for the train itself. And that reminds me, when I did the Open Vive live stream, the lag on there was horrible as well. Like the video game lag was fine, but the frame rate on the Open Vive, the game itself was fine, but frame rate on the live stream again was horrible. So I'm so glad that now I have finally fixed the issue, and I will be eventually doing Open Vive in the future again, but maybe not for a bit of a while. But maybe sometime in January, I'm not entirely sure. You know, the main thing is that I've got many things planned for Train Simulator, and yeah, many things planned for Train Simulator. Train Simulator 2017. I try to synchronize the horn with my words, but it didn't work well. It's gonna be knew it. Single yellow this time. I guess we have to slow down for the upcoming switch, because we'll be switching onto a thing. We are indeed. This is a thing. We'll coast for now. Actually, no, we got on a bit of break. Game is lagging now. Come on, game, stop lagging. But yeah, again, I'm so glad that I finally figured out how to fix the optimization thing. Yeah, about time. Okay, up to 40. To the horn. Okay, that light is a single yellow, saying L. Noises, sausages, Huju roads as well, and other horrible noises. Okay, it stopped. Thank goodness. Speed limit is down to 40 miles per hour. Now we're going down the Lanark branch, which you couldn't check out anywhere else. I'm not sure if there's any scenarios with the Lanark branch, but here we are going down the Lanark branch in this special. Yeah, I thought I would bring the train down here as well, just because. This is something that you will never see anywhere else. Anywhere else indeed. I just blew the horn a long time for no real reason. Speed limit is, of course, 60 through this, or 30 through this curve, but then it will go up to 60 on the thingy. Yeah, I can't believe it's already 6:14, and yet, I'm not so bored, but still a bit of a while to go. I'm sure we will finish this in time. I'm not entirely sure if we will, but I'll try my best. Try and complete this scenario, or at least this journey in the time when I get to go watch a movie with Daddy. Yay. Even, like, okay. I took a 166, and yet the majority of the lines are electrified. Kind of wish, I don't know, but then again, there was one part that I wanted to check out that wasn't electrified, so I checked it out. And, definitely was a good choice. Good choice in doing so, indeed. So Lanark is the terminus station, but it's not the end of this journey. We will be switching cabs and heading back the other direction. I just figured I would come down here and see what there is to do when the game is frozen. Oh no. Okay. Let the game crash. We're gonna save progress in the scenario in case it does crash. And the game froze for a second there, and now it's really freezing up. I don't know why the game's freezing up so much. Maybe it's because we're going along a section where not many people get to see, because it's secret reasons. Hey, are you Pacific? I see you're back. They're making a new Thomas and Friends movie. Thomas takes a trip across the sea. They're coming to America. Yes, I was already aware of that a really long time ago. A long time ago, I found out that Big World Adventures is going to be a thing in 2018. And obviously, Thomas and Friends were bored, and they figured, hey, how about we share the news about a year sooner than it's actually going to be happening? Because reasons. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Could this be another dark era for Thomas? Or will it actually be something interesting to see? Only time will tell. AWS? Make sure to turn that off. Make sure to turn that off. The AWS thingy, because it's annoying. Almost at Lanark? Yeah, Lanark. I think that's Lanark. Are you serious? Floating overhead wires? I guess that's what I get for running on low graphic settings. Yeah. I'm just seeing more and more. Oops. Yeah, I slowed down a bit too much in preparation for the thingies, but whatever. I'm in it. Oh dear. There's a man there. Hello, sir. I pressed the wrong button. Oh. You see me at about 1:59.0. Oh. That's a mystery. So Lanark is coming up. Not the final station of this journey, like I said earlier. We will be switching cabs and heading back the other way. And I know that because I made this scenario. Especially for this special, like I do with all of my special. No. Yeah, because Sharon Miller references me. Because received notification about something. Oh, it's only. I think it was Twitter. Twitter. That's gonna get annoying. Lanark, the sausage. I just came up with a brilliant idea. Okay, I'm slowing down just a bit too much. Yeah, let's just stop now. And stop. I got that done. So now we shall do that. Control plus into the other cap. 50. Okay. Ready to go the other direction. Okay, apparently now that red light's gone on strike. In fact, I think we're just gonna go here. Look at how nice the frame rate is in here. Look at that bus. Alright, we're gonna run in this view now. And look at that. Hashtag physics. Alright, off back to thingy. So when we get back to Carluke, I'll go back into the cab view, but we're gonna do this for now because it's fun. So Glasgow is now just 38, 32. Okay. Still longer than the North London line. Okay, how about we just go into this view? There's Pensive Guy. Pensive Guy indeed. Which was a joke originally made by Mr. Nerdcubed. And other things. And we could be Pensive Guy too as we study the outside. You know, there's actually pretty good detail for a train that came out in 2007. You know, like this train was released with the original version of Railworks, and yet the textures are actually pretty good. Or at least, well, for 2007, they really are good. And look at that. Like, you know, obviously this isn't so innovative now, but back in 2007, this was, well, let's just say it was cool for its time, but now it's old and, So, yeah. Also, I forgot to say hi to to the guy at the, I forgot to say hi to the guy at the grade crossing, level crossing as they call them in Britain. Oh well, not a big deal. So when we get to Carluke, I'll go back into the cap view, but I want to go into this view for a while because it's fun. Frame rate is actually better in here. We can look at all the 2D trees and other things. Yeah, you've seen the stuff from a cab. Oh wait, what? Okay, why is OBS? OBS, you were doing so well. What in the world? Hang on. Okay, file settings. You know, I'll mess with this later. That's weird. Okay, where was it? Output. Okay. Train sim. Are you serious? Sorry for the substitute that's occurring. No, wait. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Yeah, same as stream, please. Botheration. Cancel. I'm gonna lower it to 850. Let's see if that fixes the problem. Okay, what if I go into the cab view? That is weird. It does alright in the cab view, but it does terrible in passenger view. That is... Okay, I'm gonna change it back to 1000. I'm not sure what the... Nah, I'm gonna leave it at 850 for now and see if there's actually a difference. Might as well say the scenario as well. That is weird. That is very weird. Maybe it's because of all the scenery and stuff the trains have. Yeah, how bad is it for... Okay, I guess now it's all up to places and trains. That might be all sorts of stuff, I'm not sure. Very weird indeed. Guess I have to stay in the cab. Get on a 35. So we'll be going back onto the main line now. And now the frame rate is alright, now that we're in the cab again. That is weird. Like, the game runs nicer in the passenger view than the cab, but the stream does worse in the passenger view. I don't know how that works. That's weird one. So now we're just seeing the same stuff I've already seen. I wish I could show you this from a passenger's perspective, but unfortunately OBS is disagreeing with us, or with me, and I can't do that. Now you get to see the same stuff you've already seen today. Man, I'm so bored now. But, you know, nothing's delaying us, so I will have to get to Glasgow before ending this live stream. Not too much. 32 to go. Let's go down to 25 once we get to. Hey, but we have a bunch of stations to stop at. Carluke, Motherwell, Raiders. At least now we can go at full throttle. Don't have to worry about this for a while. Ah, those things again. Yeah, those things are kind of unrealistic. Yep. The American version sounds alright. UK version sounds terrible. They still use that particular sound on, well, I mean, that particular sound is not so bad on some of the newer routes, but obviously on some of the older ones here, it's rubbish. Not going well, to say the least. Not gone well. Now the game's flagging. Now you get to suffer with me as we lag in Train Simulator 2017, or soon to be 2018. Yeah, if we take a look, the game is pretty much up to par. Oh, the stream is pretty much up to par with the game now, so yeah. So now you have no reason to complain. But yeah, I'm so glad that I finally picked. Now at least my live stream will be up to par with Momay978 when he used to do videos on his laptop back in 2015. Now he's got a new computer now. Now I'm the one who gets a new computer. I mean, his videos that he made on the laptop weren't so bad. Like some videos that I did on the laptop were actually pretty entertaining. And we're talking so much. Honestly, I really can't do this much longer. We've been playing Train Sim for nearly well, game time, we've been playing this for almost an hour, but real time, we've been playing this for an hour and a half now. So, Train Sim's a bit off, but it's fine. So yeah, oh man, I'm kind of bored, but whatever. Yeah, obviously we're seeing the same stuff that we've already seen, but I wanted to include that the branch line, considering that probably won't be seen by any normal person that plays Quick Drive or whatever. But once I finally get to do the West Coast Mainline North from Carlisle to Glasgow without having any trouble in Carstairs, then I can do whatever I like on this route and not worry about a thing. I can finally play some scenarios for this route in private, of course. Oh dear. I'm so tired. I can't wait for this thing to be over now. For me, yeah, this live stream is scheduled to end at 7 o'clock, but we might have to go overtime a bit, so we can obviously finish up this journey. It's actually not too. I don't think it's too far away now. Yeah, thankfully once we get to Motherwell, then we'll be going along another new branch line, and then once that's done, then up to Glasgow Central, and then end of live stream. This will be the line of Glasgow special on a Friday. Obviously, originally I was gonna wait to do this live stream on a Saturday, but yeah, originally this live stream was going to be the first live stream after the 900 subscriber special. But yeah, now the 900 subscriber special will be tomorrow, and then no live stream the following week, and then after that, I'm not sure what I'll be doing after that. Possibly another thing, I'm not entirely sure. Actually, no, now I do know. Yeah. You know, one thing I just realized? I actually have some plans for reskins. And I'm actually planning on making a reskin pack specifically for like a Lawland boss, something like that. But I actually need to make a reskin for London to Ipswich, because now I've got the Great Eastern Mainline, so I've decided that I kind of want to do the East Coast Mainline one first. Yeah, I've now have the East Coast Mainline Classic one as well, so I want to do, maybe next one could be on the classic version of the East Coast Mainline from Newcastle to York. Yeah, York to Newcastle. Or is it Newcastle York? I'm not sure. But yeah, there's that thing. And what else? But for that one, I actually want to take the Bristol to Cardiff HST and reskin that into the Intercity 125, because now I can do reskin instead of having to use the default Kuju HST. And also, I want to do the same thing, and I want to reskin it into the paint scheme that the Class 90 is in, because I actually didn't buy the Armstrong Powerhouse, well, at least not as of yet. I mean, if I do get the Armstrong Powerhouse Class 90 at the last minute, then I'll include that along with some HSTs into the Great Eastern Main Line paint scheme that Class 90 holds. So yeah, I want to get that. I want to make that reskin because then it'll add some more variation. Because, like, I don't know what in the world they were thinking, but literally the only train included in the whole route of London to Ipswich was the Class 360. They didn't bother to include anything else, just the 360. I don't know what in the world they were thinking when they decided to only include one train. Yeah, pretending that the express train doesn't exist, even though that they do have the fast lines. They forgot to acknowledge the existence of the Class 90, and Armstrong Powerhouse came along and made their Class 90, and that Class 90 came to Steam, and they just sold it separately instead of including it with the route. Sweet. So next to Motherwell, take a look now. So Glasgow Central is now 23 miles away, so not too much further away now. We're actually going 95 miles per hour, so we're going pretty fast, thankfully. We're also beginning to get bored. At least when we get to Motherwell, we'll be able to experience some new stuff. And of course, we're still following the West Coast main line for some time now. But yeah. Alright, bro, why did I get the Great Eastern Main Line? Well, I actually, I never really was interested too much into the Great Eastern Main Line, but, you know, I saw it and it was pretty cool. And besides, I needed the Great Eastern Main Line so then I could use DP Simulations Newcastle to York Water Route. Because DP Simulations... Okay, now it's feeling on at night. DP Simulation has made the East Coast Main Line from Newcastle to York in modern day. And I'm not talking about the Just Train one, I'm talking about the one from DP Simulation. And, I tried to get that one because why not? I like the East Coast Main Line, and yeah. Now all we need, so now I've got the East Coast Main Line from London to London to Peterborough, and now from Newcastle to York Modern. Now we need someone to professionally do, York to Peterborough. I said professionally. And we also need someone to professionally do, Edinburgh, Newcastle to Edinburgh. Because I am aware of the Just Trains route from Newcastle to Edinburgh, but I'm not buying it because it looks terrible. Like, I don't know, but that route just looks disgusting. So I'm not gonna be buying the Just Trains Newcastle to Newcastle to Edinburgh. I'm not buying that, and I don't really want to buy the one from York to Newcastle, because not York to Newcastle. I've got York to Newcastle, but I don't want to. I am aware that somebody else has also made the and train simulated the East Coast Main Line from Peterborough to York. So that one is set in the 70s, and I know there is a modern day version, but so the modern day version is basically the same thing as the classic version, except with overhead wires. So I don't want to buy that route. Man. Like, we technically have the whole entire East Coast main line, except two of the sections are made pretty badly, to be honest. So, yeah. I don't know. I wish Dovetail Games would come along and make the routes for themselves. Like, there is no way in a million years that Dovetail are gonna take notice of the Newcastle to Edinburgh route made by Just Trains, which is understandable because just I just don't know why Just Trains like using the Kuju assets so much when they make their routes. Like, the Kuju assets look very dated. Just what? Even in their modern day routes, like Just Trains is releasing these days, they heavily rely on the Kuju assets. Just don't know why. The Kuju assets look terrible. Their routes look terrible. Sorry, Just Trains, but your routes look absolutely rubbish. I just don't know. Like the Western Main lines that Just Trains made, that route is really big, except it heavily utilized the Kuju assets, and my goodness, it looks awful. Just terrible. But I don't know, but whatever you do, stay away from Just Trains. Don't buy any of their products unless that the product that they're selling is made by a different guy. Like you know, there's Virtual Railroads. A few of their trains are up on the Just Trains website. There is the TBT U-Bahn route. That route, which is on Just Trains. And according to Maverick, that route is decent. So at some point, I am going to be getting the U-Bahn route, or a network it is. So yeah. So I do want to get that route at some point in the future because at some point in the future, I don't know. My English is falling apart because I've been talking so much in this live stream. And yeah, we still have a bit of things to do before this live stream has to end. So it might go a bit overtime, and now the game is lagging, which really doesn't help at all. If I sound demotivated, it's because I am, but then again, I've been streaming for the past almost 2 hours, which is normal. So this stream might go a bit overtime, but thankfully I'm not missing anything. You know, there's no station that's abandoned. That's pretty cool. Are we on the West Coast Main Line now? I think we are. Let's take a look at the map. The game would stop lagging. Man. Is the game about to crash? Oh. So yeah, so we are riding on the East Coast, on the West Coast Main Line right now. Yeah. And we will be until we get to Motherwell. Union Pacific ES44AC. You've talked less than me in my streams. Yeah. That's like the funny thing about Union Pacific ES44 is that he does his live streams, and I think he did one that was about 3 hours long, and yet he didn't talk at all. And here I am doing a live stream that is 2 hours long, and yet I've talked for nearly the whole entire thing. Like, obviously the times that I didn't talk in this live stream were the times when my daddy was downstairs doing his sausagery. But other than that, I've talked for almost this whole entire live stream. Since I have talked so much, I'm honestly running out of things to talk about. Oh man, I'm so glad that I didn't do a talk show today. But here we are in Trainton. I am excited for the 900 subscriber special that's occurring tomorrow. Let's see, plot twist, I talked a lot. Yeah, I'm sorry, Union Pacific, but in that live stream that I turned up on the other day, you didn't say a single word. And when I asked you to say something, you just screamed loudly and stuff. I don't know. Maybe because I just happened to tune into one of your live streams where you were saying something. That's seriously just open air. I guess that's a construction site or something. Still looks better than the construction site on the Chiltern Main Line from Just Trains. Let's see, we have to stop at Motherwell, so I have to get ready to slow down. But yeah. I'm gonna go to direct break. I actually talk a lot, but I don't talk on my 3-hour long live stream. Well, I guess I don't know why you don't talk on that live stream. Yeah, one thing I did notice in Pacific is that you played copyright music. You played copyrighted music on one of your live streams, and it caused it to be blocked on copyright grounds. There you are, Donald Trump. Where's my moderator status? Like what? Hold. Anyways, there you are, Domtron. Hello there. Almost at Motherwell. Okay, what's that flashing yellow light? That's a thing? But yeah, the frame rate on the live stream is amazing. Don't tell YouTube. Now, try not to, you Pacific, but just wanted to let you know, one of your live streams, was doing what? You Pacific, please. No saying bad words. Presumptions. Anyway, I've been here the whole time. Oh, interesting. I've actually been paying attention, though, to the sausage. Haha. AWS being a sausage. AWS, you sausage. UP sausage, I think that's what I said. So we're at Motherwell. Motherwell Platform 2. It's been very boring. Yeah, I can agree. This has honestly been a pretty boring live stream. Yeah, props for everyone watching, for everyone still staying in, and I gotta get this up. Okay, taking some notes, getting back into my train, and here we are at Motherwell. Not the final destination, but we're here at Motherwell. So. Oh yeah, I can agree this live stream has been pretty boring. Even I'm bored streaming this, honestly. If I could, I would totally go and upstairs to watch TV with Daddy. But I get to do this because... But I'm so glad that I didn't make this one of my Saturday live streams, because holy crud, it would have been, I don't know. But yeah. Well, yeah. Honestly, I'm even bored. So if this live stream is boring to you, then I wouldn't be surprised to hear that, because it's also pretty boring for me. I'll be honest. Wait, you actually park your car right on the platform? No way. This must be a glitch or something. There is no way that. No. Why are there cars here? I don't see how you're supposed to. Oh. You can actually drive here. Wow. So at Motherwell Station, you can actually drive, and I mean drive, right onto the platform and park your car on the station platform. Wow. So you can actually drive where the people walk. Man, I wonder if they still do that these days. I wonder if it's actually safe to do that. Let's go. Up the goods loop. Apparently Daddy is watching something funny. As this crazy laugh is happening. But don't you worry, the 900 subscriber special will be more fun. Will be more fun than this, indeed. Yeah. But thankfully, I don't need to do this ever again, because I'm doing this live stream in the new way with things. Oh my goodness, this live stream has been ultra boring. Yeah, I gotta give credit to those who have actually stayed for this whole entire thing, because they, actually bothered to watch the whole thing. Other things, they speeding, botheration. Wasn't aware that the speed limit was gonna go down there. Whoopsie daisy. And now it goes back to 80. So it's gonna go right back down when we get into the yard. In a minute. Yep. Just like I predicted. Apparently if you go this way, the speed limit goes down to 5. But we're going this way. Which is good. There's no one like slowness. I can see why the speed limit is so low over here, because there's bushes covering that entire siding and stuff. More floating track. Disused siding, interestingly enough. Yeah, I've noticed there's quite a few disused sidings in this route. Actually, it adds to detail and realism and other things. Ah, man. Oops. Alright. We'll stop in this siding. And we'll switch cabs and head back the other way. We're just coming here to check over the train and make sure that sausage-ry isn't happening too much after this long journey. Question you, Frony. That's what you says. Let's just slow down in the name of the law. Alright. Let's go back to the other cab. Just wait for the timer to go off and then we shall get back. Wait, so how far away are we from Glasgow now? We are now 16 miles and still have a bit of way to go. Ah, dear train. Dear oh dear. Dear oh dear. Now let's go. Oh dear, oh dear. This thing is so boring. And I hope I never Thankfully, I never have to do this again. Just doing it purely for the sake of science and things. But, I think now we'll just check out the remaining part of this thing. Just so I don't have to do it in the future. Oh, man. I'm bored. Oh, excuse me. Oh, man. People that are still watching this, congratulations, Union Pacific is still watching this. He's probably watching videos whilst I do this, and wonder what Mr. Domtron is doing. It's like, is he just sitting back here, just trying to not to die of boredom, or is he like doing something whilst he watches this? Or is he just not watching this at all and just making up silly sorts of excuses or something? Anyways. Yeah. Motherwell, Platform 3 South is coming up next. No, I didn't. Ah. Interesting. So apparently both of people have been watching this whole time. Congratulations. Yeah. Like, I really have to give kudos to the people that have actually bothered to watch this whole live stream. I certainly wouldn't. Except I'm the person doing this live stream, so I have no choice but to do this in general. But yeah, again, like, I have to give $500 to those who have actually bothered to stay tuned for this whole entire live stream. Zip how? Oh well. Yeah, what to get when I first reached 900 subscribers? A really boring live stream. Yeah. Oh well, don't worry. The 900 subscriber special will be much better. Will be much better than this. Don't you worry. Apparently, this platform is split up into two different sections and other things. It's interesting. So we're back at Motherwell. Getting ready to go down the other branch line. Yeah, it's almost 7 o'clock, but I'm just gonna finish this up now. I might as well. There's really not much point in just putting it off and waiting until next time to finish this off. Like, there really is no point, because eventually I'm gonna tell myself to never do it, and I really do want to finish this off now. I might as well. I'm here doing this right here, right now. Those signals are up on strike. Okay, that. Yeah. Okay, I can see why now there are two different platform markers, because this platform is actually right next to the train, but if we go over to this platform, yeah, I think you can see the problem. You can see the problem. Look at that. Yep, that's an inaccuracy. Was like that on purpose, or like was that intentional, or did they mess up with the Actually, I think I know. When they modeled this asset in question, they knew that this was going to be a thing in the future. Except when they figured out that they messed up, they decided not to bother to fix it, and yeah, because now Motherwell, I would presume that Motherwell is one giant asset of a station. So, oh well, not a big deal. It's only one of so many stations on this route. I can live. These people be like, just do it! Don't let your dreams be dreams. The more often you do it, the more often you'll be E. So apparently 4 miles to Hamilton, West Platform 1. Yeah, so 4 miles to Thingamadooka, which is all the way over there. Then it's to Newton, which is all the way over there. And then I go by a Campbell thing, go by her slow, and pick up and finish up in Glasgow. Don't you worry, as soon as we get to Glasgow, you won't need to suffer from this any longer. Don't you worry. So yeah, so we're gonna be here for another while, but that's fine. I'd rather finish this up now than wait till the future to finish it up. Like, if I had so many miles to go, I would not even bother. Hang on. In fact, how many miles do we have to go left to Glasgow now? Yeah, 14 miles. Not really much point in waiting until the future to. I think get the point by now. But yeah, I just want to ask you now, who's excited for the 900 subscriber special? 900 subscriber special indeed. 900 subscribers special. Special. Eh. Yay. The Pacific. In fact, both people are excited for the 900 subscriber special. Yep. I promise you, the 900 subscriber special will be 100 times better than this. There are people in the ground! There are people in the ground on that platform. Hashtag train simulator logic. Yeah. Let's see. What should I do for 185 subscriber special? Actually, what you should do is that you should wait till you reach 200 subscriber special, and then you should do something Train Simulator 2 related. There you go. This bridge is cool. The viaduct, actually. Look at how high we are. This is amazing. Need to get a screenshot of this. There's a tree in the way. Okay, that's fine. That's not going to be the thumbnail, but that's cool. That really is cool. Dovetail is obviously going to Sausage Town. Indeed. I've been live streaming it. Ah. Well, streaming it. Well, okay, well, instead, how about do a Train Simulator 2017 special thing? If you can get it on sale, of course. Or wait till Christmas, actually. I don't know. Actually, well, here's a good idea. Union Pacific. Do a face reveal. There you go. Show your face for reaching 200 subscribers. Blowing horn for no reason again. Okay, why are we on the brakes? Oh yeah, because horrible frame rate reasons. Yeah, now the game is lagging. There's no face reveals or voice reveals. Oh. Well, I'm not sure why. Ooh, what's this? It's a highway! Trees! Look at that. Highway going underneath the bridge. That's cool. That's really cool. Domtron's like, but the reveals! Yeah, I have to agree with Domtron there. You have to show your face and voice at some point in time. For example, I showed my face and voice back in 2012, and then I showed it again in about late 2015 when I did the Speeding Cars series. Now you get to see my face every single talk show and other update videos, and when I do the NASCAR race reviews as well. Yeah. I should be ending this live stream now, but we're going over time because reasons. There you go, finally outside the tunnel. That's another cool screenshot. Finally, we're seeing some interesting scenic parts of this route. We're just about ready to go to 30. And the speed limit on this track is really slow. It's a dirt bridge thing going over the track. Bangkok. Bangkok shoes. Oops. Okay, we want to go a bit faster. Thank you. Hamilton, this is sausages. It's a very boring life, to be honest. How many miles to go until Glasgow again? 14. Let's see. Let's say I if you ever farted on a live stream. I have. Union Pacific has now begun to run out of original ideas. This is Hamilton Central. We need to stop at Hamilton West. Just still a long way from here. In fact, how much ground do we have left to cover on this thing? Let's see. We still have all of this. And then to Glasgow Central. Okay. So we've officially been playing Train Simulator for an hour and 15 minutes, at least game-wise. Live stream-wise, we're going on for over 2 hours now. Okay, this looks dated. Platform going through the train again. I'm so sorry you have to suffer through this boredom. Say I if you've almost quit YouTube over a serious argument. Nope. Never even came close to quitting YouTube due to a serious argument. I mean, I have gotten into serious arguments with other YouTube-related people now and again, but never even came anywhere close to quitting YouTube because of sausage. Never would, never will. Yep. If I ever quit YouTube, it's because YouTube makes me quit. Yep. Basically, I'm not leaving YouTube until YouTube makes me leave. So, there you go. But yeah, but unless something very stupid happens on YouTube, I'm pretty much here to stay. Yeah, basically my plan when I quit YouTube is basically when YouTube dies. Like when YouTube just becomes a dead website, all of the mainstream channels have quit, YouTube has closed the website, then that's pretty much when I will. Okay, why am I speeding up? I need to stop by the station. Balls. I don't want to miss the station stop. Go up in the name of the law. But yeah. So basically, if YouTube dies, then well, that I'll leave my YouTube channel up, except I won't upload anything onto the YouTube channel. I'll move to whatever website is taking over YouTube, and I'll continue my video making career on there. Well, unless of course this new thing. Well, what I'll do is that if whatever might be a new website. I didn't want to go to emergency brake. I need to go to emergency because this train's taking way too long to slow down. Come on, train. Man, this thing is pathetic brakes. It's gonna miss the platform, isn't it? Let's see, can we actually... Does the front doors open? Do they open? They do not. Are you serious? Just because I missed it by this much, it... Train sim is a sausage sometimes. But yeah. Hamilton West. In fact, this is gonna go on to be my longest live stream yet for train sim, of course, and also will be the most boring. Yeah, so the Lines of Glasgow special breaks 2 records. It's the longest Train Simulator live stream that I've done to date, and it's also the most boring. Yeah. Let's see what we have for how much longer to Glasgow now. 10 miles. You know what? I think now we're just gonna... No, well, I don't want to complete it properly, so I'm gonna stop at Newton as well. I know, but I have to do something. I think I'm just gonna break the speed limit, and I'll stop at Newton. And I'll just drive over to Glasgow Central, let all the passengers out, and that will be the end of the live stream. Once we get there, live stream over. And then I get to go watch a movie, and go to bed, and wake up tomorrow morning, finish off everything that's related back to the 900 subscriber special. Then I'll get to work on the Inner City 125 reskin for the HST. And maybe do other things if I have some time left. Not sure if I will, but I hope to do. But yeah, kudos to everyone that is still watching this live stream. Like honestly, I have to give you that. I have to give you guys credit for not leaving this live stream because of boredom. Now this train's accelerating fastly. That makes no sense. I think now we'll just go 10 miles per hour above every speed limit, so we can make this go by a bit faster. I'm getting kind of sick of having to keep on the speed limit. Ugh, it's so so slow. Ah. I better be getting my $500 after this stream. Yeah. Yeah, don't you worry. When this live stream is over, I will give $500 to the 2 people that have stayed for the whole entire thing. On the bright side, as soon as this live stream is over, I never have to do this again. Well, unless of course there's another network style route that I'll be doing eventually that could be a Salt 6. I don't know. I might do the South London network at some point in the future. Maybe I'll do that next. Maybe I'll do that in 2 weeks or something. I don't know. No, I think I'll go with Newcastle to York, because that route is linear, very linear actually. Like, way linear than I thought. Like I thought the Newcastle to York would have included at least a few deviations. Like, for some reason, my mind thought that Newcastle to York would go all the way to Peterborough, but then I realized that was actually a different route. That was York to Peterborough, not the East Coast Main Line and something. I don't know. You get the general idea. Yeah, but, oh well, whatever. There's Blantyre, something, I'm not sure. And then Newton. Oh man. This live stream is so long. Although I didn't expect it to go on for this long, honestly. I thought this live stream was actually going to be 2 hours in length, like usual, but... Yeah, like this is the thing, okay? Yeah, I was expecting this live stream to only be as long as all the regular length with live streams that I do. Wait, hang on. Wait. Okay, for some odd reason I thought that these were floating. Where are this? There are no shadows for these fences. Yeah, but honestly, as I drive on this route more, I notice more inaccuracies and errors with this route. I mean, yes, this route was made back in 2011, but even so, the errors are over 9,000. So let's see. Let's take a look at what's coming next. So there we're there, and we'll be going out to Newton, and Newton is at the East Coast Main Line, or West Coast Main Line, and then it's pretty much just fast to Glasgow. I should have ended it there, but then again, there's not much to see down there, so who cares? Okay, we're missing a thing that's important. Hang on. I shouldn't have done that at 60 miles per hour. Let's take a look at what we missed. Okay, and that away. I still want to miss anything. As soon as I could see something cool, but nay. That was redundant horn for no reason. Redundant horn for no reason. Yeah, but I'll be honest. If I had known that this scenario would have been so long, I would have actually saved it for the for later in December or something, because that's when I get to do longer train sim live streams. But I don't know. We're doing this right here, right now. Let's just finish it up, then I can do whatever I showed you. You know, I think the horn's getting a bit annoying now. Oh well, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, Newton Platform 1. That's just fast to Glasgow. I think I'll actually just go full throttle all the way up to Glasgow, not just ignoring the speed limits. Unless, of course, I come around a very tight bend and I crash the train at the end. You know what? You know, when we get to Newton, I'm gonna full throttle and have an end of the live stream crash. Let's do it. We'll crash into Glasgow Central, and then that'll be the end of the live stream. Perfect. Ah. New Pacific ES44. What's this? This is Brony, help! What's going on now? But yeah, once we get to Newton, full throttle all the way until we crash. Or reach Glasgow and then we crash there and something. I'm watching trains hit cars and trucks again. Oh, for goodness sake. They've caused confusion and delay. Confusion and delay indeed. But yeah, now we're joined back up on the West Coast main line again. Whoa, I'm tired. I'm really tired. But again, this is almost over. Just pick up and drop off passengers at Newton unless I stop at Newton. Okay, I want to stop. Then we'll just go until we crash. We might as well end of the live stream crash, just to make everybody just that bit more excited once it's all done, said and done, and then we'll all take our belongings and all go home and come back tomorrow when it's time to celebrate 900 subscribers with Bill and Ted, the Toastmasters featuring Bill and Ted. Yeah, that's Domtron's line. Domtron's line actually, but he's not really here right now. But that's fine. You wanna know something that I just came up with? I don't know. I came up with an idea. Whatever. Of course the wait, no. So yeah, so because this is train split logic, okay, you see this line here. Okay, you see this line. And you see the front of our train. It just went only a tiny bit further. And yet it still says no, we're not counting that. Also, if you zoom into those textures, man, that looks sausagey. But then again, this train was made back in 2007, back when it was first a thing. Yeah. That's why it sounds more like a truck than a train. Now there's also a new train thing for Trains in World. Alright, here we go. Alright, time for the end of the live stream crash. Full throttle. I'm not actually sure if we will crash before we get to Glasgow. Probably not. Wait, is that the West Coast main line? No. Oh, there's the West. That's the West Coast main line, okay. So we've seen everything that there is to see new. So, time for your end of the live stream crash. I'm not sure if we'll crash before we get to Glasgow, but take a look now. Yeah, thankfully now, just... if I can find it, 6 miles to Glasgow. Then we'll crash and burn, and I'll come back tomorrow. But yeah, so this is going to be the longest Train Simulator live stream to date. And also the most boring, but obviously we've already said that. I need to get a drink of water. So I've already seen this part of the route, so I'm gonna leave you guys hanging and get myself a drink of water. I'll be right back. Alright, drink of water has been solved. Oh, I missed the... wait a minute. No, I missed the switching points action. Balls. Oh well, whatever. I can rewatch that on the live stream. That's fine. this live stream will be going public, so yeah. So if any of you guys would like to see the whole entirety of this live stream, then you can happily watch it when this live stream goes public. It won't go public straight away. In fact, I'm not sure when I'll make this live stream public. Possibly not until Monday of next week, because no, I'll have to release it sometime. Like no. I don't know, I'll see when I'll release this. Because Monday's gonna be the unless Monday will be the live stream. No, live stream. Monday will be the NASCAR race review for the week. Tuesday will be the release of the 900 subscriber special. Wednesday will be the release of Wednesday will be the release of Bill and Ted Short 5. Thursday will be the release of the 900 subscriber special, and Friday's always going to be a talk show with the NASCAR Heat 2 video. So yeah, so Tuesday of next week, this will be released. You know, I know it's a bit lazy releasing these live streams along with the videos, but then again, pretty much everything that I like, other than but I also have to upload your Sparta remix of the week as well. Yeah, the thing is that I want to try to get at least one NASCAR Heat 2 video out a day, and I have officially limited myself to 2 videos a day. Yeah, 2 videos a day. Yeah, because 3 is too much to ask for. Yeah, so you're probably wondering, well, why have you decided to bring yourself down to 2 videos a day? Well, the thing is that 3 videos a day are a bit too much to ask for, I'm afraid. And the reason why is because, you know, like, I have, like, if I have my iPad Air with me, then you wouldn't have to deal with so many NASCAR E2 videos. Like, I could upload trains and other things. Trains Simulator 2, more specifically. There's that. There's that. So yeah, that's why I'm releasing these live streams alongside the videos. So yeah. The only real stuff that I put much effort into these days is Bill and Ted and my Sparta remixes. Everything else is just a bunch of whack stuff because originality reasons. And of course the live streams, but live streams, you know, they happen as they go, so not really so much effort necessary to put into those. So apparently we're about to go into a 35-mile-an-hour speed limit. Will this be the end of us, or will we be forced to go to Glasgow for good? We'll find out in a sec. Okay, yellow light. Let's see. Okay, so we're not switching there. Yeah, the game is now the laggy one. No more blaming OBS. Now it's now it's a game of blaming Train Simulator. Okay. There's a sharp switch up ahead. We are done. Yep, we're switching over. Okay, that's a pretty sharp switch. This could be the death of us. Let's get outside. It's gonna be a crash. Nope, I guess not. Nope, we survived that. Alright. Let's do a switch down to the slow line. Slow line. The slow line. Because that's what Train Sim says. Even though I programmed this scenario, my own skills. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna crash until we get to Glasgow. Yep, 3 miles away. 3 miles away. Maybe earlier, because there's some sharp corners in Glasgow, so we might crash before we get to the station. Or else we'll just eventually get to the station, and we'll crash, and then we'll just die and live stream over. We can't switch any of the points. Because we're forced to go there. Breathe. What else? Something, I don't know. Yeah, my iPad's down to 10% battery. I don't blame it. But thankfully this live stream is almost over. That's a good thing. And now the frame rate is really dropping. Now we're actually about to pass the sighting where Bill and Ted short 4 was. So in fact, if we go over here, was it this one? Yeah. Yeah, fun fact. Right here was where, oh, you gotta be kidding me. There was a shed there. That's where Bill and Ted was filmed. And when I filmed Bill and Ted, I had my graphics settings on to low, but yeah, I done goofed. Oh well. Yeah, I am not refilming the whole entire short just because of one little goof that I made. No way, no siree. But yeah, fun fact, that was where I filmed the Bill and Ted short 4. Except I had the graphics settings on to low. I had no idea that was there. But I really don't care. Honestly, it's all Train Simulator's fault for making big things disappear like that, so yeah. So blame Train Simulator. No, really, blame Train Sim. Like, oh, for goodness. But yeah, I'll have you know, I'm not gonna refilm the whole thing just because of one little mistake that I made about a building and disappearing and things. Yep, so if you're expecting me to refilm Bill and Ted with that shed in the background, nope, that is not happening. Not happening at all. Never. No. Here's a sharp corner. This is where we're gonna crash. No, we still haven't crashed. This train is very stable. Very stable indeed. Okay. We're gonna crash at some point. We're going 91 miles per hour in a 30 mile per hour section and we still haven't crashed. This train is on the edge though. Look at that. Okay, we're gonna crash here. We must. Nope, no crash there. There comes Glasgow. Okay, unless we go super fast around one of these switches, we're gonna crash by the time we head to the buffers. Okay, we're gonna crash around here, aren't we? Nope, we're on 2 wheels though. 2 wheels! 2 wheels bounce. Okay, we're gonna crash here. We're gonna crash here, aren't we? Yep, we have to. And train crash. Isn't falling through the ground. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Never mind. It was Henry Journey Beyond Soda all over again. Wait, what? Okay. Well, that's it. That is it. It ended 30. Oh, what? Where's my cursor? Uh-oh. Guess we gotta let the game catch up. Oh, there you go. Kinda wish I could have hit the platform, but I set the final destination to be one of the other platforms because I was originally expecting to be there on time and have to stop there intelligently. But I crashed and I stopped there the dumb way. And now that now the train sim is frozen, I can't. My mouse cursor has disappeared. I can't do a thing. Can you hear my voice though? Oh, there you go. Apparently my voice still works. Okay, it's kind of caught up. Yep. Yeah, so... Alright, so we drove for an hour and 30 minutes. Way longer than I was anticipating. Um, so, my cursor disappeared, so... I may have to, press Control-Alt-Delete. Yeah, I stole Domtron's joke. So, if this ends the live stream, hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. So if you managed to stay till the end of this live stream without dying or anything, congratulations. You can expect $500 at your mailbox soon. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Press Control-Delete. Now my computer's doing nothing. It's frozen. Okay. Had to resort to sorcery. Is the live stream still on? Nope, it hasn't stopped. Okay. Well, there you go. This is gonna be my longest train simulator live stream yet, and my most boring. Pretty much already say goodbye. So hope you have enjoyed the show once again, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.